Are we together? So you have a lot of persons. For example, I saw a video online of Pastor Lao Mapo. He said, I think he was talking about some teenagers, and then he asked them, he said, how's the sense? They were like, they are just teaching us like children. The truth is that our generation have more access to information, and it's something that a lot of persons are not willing to accept. But it's true. A lot of young persons are ready to get some jobs done or are ready to speak about some subject, but there is a stigma in society as a result of the mindset, like I said, of the older generation. And don't forget, the older generation are securing positions that even with the young persons are aspiring to, sit in. For example, me myself, I have my own personal story or experience because I started very early with God. I started preaching at the age of 9, and so even when I started having a level of exposure, there were some people that would look at me like, let me say, when they see someone, let me say when they bring your matter to consideration, you'll be like, how old is this guy? Because of he's literally in this part of the world. But then if you cross over to the western part where you see that a 17-year-old child can literally be a billionaire. For the past few weeks, one of the things that surprised me so much about Africa is that the youngest billionaire in Africa, I saw that the person was 44 years old. 44. But if you go outside the country, you'll be so shocked. So it's one of the limitations of my generation that I feel one of the ways we'll fight it is by we, the young generation, being adamant. It takes a level of stubbornness to be able to enjoy that process because they will literally want to screen and scrutinize you to see if you are genuine. And over time, I faced that one for a very long time, right up until this time. Imagine going for your first event outside of Kano at the age of 16. Imagine the kind of people that will be there, and then they'll be looking at you and be like, what does this young person have to offer? 15 verse 33. It says, bad communication corrupts good manners. And the only way communication can happen is in the place of company. So our association influences us, sometimes even much more than the influence that family has for young persons. Take note of this also that no matter how much of potential a person has, the wrong association can literally destroy that potential. So which means a person's potential is helpless when it comes to the association a person has. Proverbs 13 verse 20, sorry, let's read it together. Is it there? Proverbs 13 verse 20. If it's there, just help me shout hallelujah. Proverbs 13 verse 20. Let's read it together. 1, 2, let's go. Let's stop there. He that walketh with the wise will what? So you can see that your limitation is tied to the circle of people that influences you. And that's the real definition of a friend. A friend is somebody who has legal access into your life to influence you. For example, for those of us that were in secondary school, do you remember that maybe those of us that didn't take first to third position, do you remember that when you were maybe number 17 in class, you will literally look at the person taking first position and say that the person is proud? Do you discover that? And number 2, the person taking second position too, you will see that the person is what? So the question now is, how can a person manage his circle of influence? How can I manage my circle of influence? Number one way to manage your circle of influence, number 1, is that you must know what is influencing you or your children. Know what is influencing you or your children, which means you find the source.